Okay. Holy crap. Last stream before we get on a jet plane. What's the next lyric? Leaving on a jet plane.
Don't know if I'll be back. We're definitely coming back.
Yeah, we're coming back. Please, as soon as possible.
Choice.
We're getting on a plane tomorrow, and we're going to DesignerCon in Anaheim. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably get in on the later side of Friday, so don't expect to see us tomorrow necessarily at the convention center. But Saturday and Sunday we'll be there hanging out. And I'm so excited about that. Welcome to another episode of Attack with me, your buddy Peter Santa Maria here, aka Attack Peter. My lovely wife Gabby is here, but she is not interested in being on camera today.
Not today.
Not today. It's enough.
Not today. I've already packed my makeup.
She's going on strike.
I am.
She's going on a half strike.
Makeup free, and to me that's very uncomfortable when I'm on camera. So I'm just gonna be the voice.
Just flash a quick split second to prove that you're here. Splittest of seconds. Then everybody's gonna screen grab it, just so you know.
I don't even,
Everybody's gonna screen grab it.
Everyone's gonna screen grab what? Me on camera?
Yeah, for a split second.
That's so annoying. What am I supposed to do? I think even if I did take it down, it wouldn't show me.
Don't worry about it. So yeah.
See, it's a black screen. that's
so
all you get.
We're going, we got a lot to do today. We have an amazing conversation with our great friend, Brian Volk-Weiss. It's funny when you think about the fact that Brian Volk-Weiss has agreed to come on the show now twice. The guy is a heavy hitter, you guys. If you just go on and look at his resume, he is the owner of the Nacelle Company, the company that's produced and created the toys that made us, the movies that made us, Behind the Attraction, and a literal mega crap ton of comedy specials. Like, they do all of Jim Gaffigan's specials. I think they've done Kevin Hart stuff, you know.
Really?
Yeah. They're like the number one name in comedy special production. So that's how they got to start, actually, in production. And so and now he talks a little bit about a collaboration they're doing with Super 7. I'll let him talk about that. And then we get into Star Trek, the Star Trek documentary he's working on with the History Channel. It's called The Center Seat, 55 Years of Star Trek. It's awesome. So yeah, it's a really interesting conversation, and it's just crazy to think about that they're willing to come back on a second time, or even the first time, because you know the guy's legit big time Hollywood guy, and it's a really cool thing that we get to do here on the show. So, and then after that, okay, so we're gonna do that first. After that, we're doing the 10 Takoro 1 of 1 prints, and again, I know the first time I did the Takoro 1 of 1 prints, I was surprised that they sold out. To be honest with you, and they sold out fast. And then I was double surprised when people were like, damn, I didn't get one. There wasn't enough. So like, wow, okay, then we should do them again at some point. It's been since April. I think April is when we did it last. So we're now, November? So that's a lot of months. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many months. 4, 11.
Wait, since when? When was
April 20. My birthday's when we did them, I think.
Oh, so May, June, July, August, September, October. And now we're reaching,
November?
like 6-7 months, 6.5 months.
Yeah. That's how long it's been. So people been
Why
asking.
did I have to name every month in order to do that
September.
math?
So people have been asking me for a while, like on DMs and emails, and when you're going to do more one-of-ones. We want the original Takoro print. The thing with the original Takoro print is I barely ever printed it. I printed it once for DesignerCon 2019, funny enough. Like 8 of them, maybe a little less. They all sold out. I didn't think anybody was going to buy them. They all sold out. And then almost immediately after, I got involved with Skybound, and so we didn't release them in a big release or anything. So yeah, man, it's been funny. We did the screen prints, but never the official. So there's not that many of them out there, is what I'm trying to say, and very few of the one of ones. Literally only 10, and each one of these, we'll talk about it after, is made by hand, one at a time. No two are the same, which is why we call them the one of ones. So that'll be at the end of the stream, and then after that, I promised, there is a special surprise for anybody, not anybody, the first few people who find me at DesignerCon and ask me if I have the Toho license.
They have to ask
If you say, do you have the Toho license?
Then that's it. They've got something special
I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'll show it to you at the end, okay?
What if they come with a mug?
Well, I mean, good. As long as they ask
what do you mean
me.
Good. Well, good.
Come with a mug. Come with a sticker.
Does that entitle them to a gift?
No. Because I don't know how many I'm going to have at that point.
Oh.
Like, look at this. I got these baby Takoro stickers. Those are going to be free. If you see me at Designer Con. Just stop me. I'll have plenty of these. These are awesome, by the way. And shout out our good friend. Is her name Angeline? I think.
I think so.
In the Facebook group, who on the Tac Peter print crew, she got baby Takoro tattooed on her freaking leg, dude. It looks rad. I think. Remind me the name in the chat.
I think it was
Angeline. I think
Angelina.
Yeah. I don't want to get her name right, so just check the group, one of you guys, and let me know. But that was crazy, dude. Amazing. So yeah, baby Takoro is all the rage. He's lit and he is inked. So anyway, let's get to this talk with Brian Volk-Weiss.
Okay.
And right after that, let's bring him in. And then right after that, we will go to the Prince.
All right. Enjoy.
Bring in Brian.
Enjoy.
Hey guys, welcome to this amazingly fortunate situation where we get to have Brian Volk-Weiss back on Attack, which is awesome. Brian, you were one of my first guests on this show last year.
Oh, wow.
We had a nice long conversation about it. I think we were talking about Toy Store Near You at the time. It was set to debut. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me back. I do not take that for granted. Season 4 comes out next month.
Absolutely. I was just going to mention that. I pulled up the article here on Den of Geek. It's really exciting that show continues to connect with people. And I always am interested and feel like we don't get enough of, well, now thanks to what you guys are doing, we get some of it, the people behind toy production, toy manufacturing, toy designing. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but that's my first love, has always been toy design, and I always trying to sneak my way into that business. Luckily, we got 2 toys designed this year and released. But the idea is that there's so many amazing people behind the production of them, and I always think about the 4 Horsemen. I mean, contemporary folks. Now the 4 Horsemen, sculptors that were at McFarlane forever. I remember when McFarlane started doing his stuff, and that was like kind of like a rock star approach to toy production. And I remember having like articles of action figure modeler like on my wall, just to think about the practical fact that there are people who do this for a living. And seeing Toy Store Near You kind of illustrates the same side of, the side of the curation and the retail and the mom and pop brick and mortar shop that goes into presenting this stuff.
I mean, that's exactly what we tried to show, is the it's not the end user, it's like the middle user, the store owners that are so important but don't get a lot of credit.
Yeah, and I wonder, because now you put these profiles up, and I'm a student of the Howard Stern show my whole life, and I bring that up because he had an uncanny ability to make anybody an interesting person that you wanted to know more about and charge them with its importance, and they might find themselves as a mundane citizen, but focusing on them in a certain way made them feel like a rock star. And so seeing these profiles on the show, I wonder if you've gotten feedback of how the show has affected the businesses or their roles in the collector community. Like, how's that changed it for them? Have you heard anything back?
Dude, I mean, it's a tough question to answer, because the stores give us a lot of credit for helping them, and I feel like if they want to say that, it's good for them to say it, and they should say it. But I feel like for me to say it, it's kind of disrespectful to the stores, because the way I look at it is, these stores have 100 things going on to stay alive.
Right.
Maybe we're one of those things, but they are doing so much shit to get inventory.
Right.
Get it at a good price, sell it at a good price, put stuff on eBay, ship things all over the world delicately. Like, for me to sit here and be like, my show saved the store.
Oh, no. Yeah, I understand.
First of all, it's not true.
Sure.
Second of all, if a store wants to say that, good for them. It's nice for me to hear it, but I don't feel it's my place to say. But what I will tell you is, there's another type of call and email and tweet and DM we've been getting. I will talk about that. So far, we have received 3 DMs from people that quit their day jobs to open toy stores.
That's awesome.
So there's a toy store in Vermont, a toy store in Oklahoma and a toy store in Northern California,
Yeah.
they would tell you they would not exist without a toy store near you. The guy in Vermont like worked at the post office for 2.5 decades.
Yeah.
Now he's doing a toy store.
Isn't that cool?
So
You saved him from being Bukowski.
Ha! So
You know-
that's funny.
Yeah.
So I love that. And then the other thing we see a lot of is people are visiting the stores
Yeah.
and posting their journeys.
That's
So
what I
my
was going to tell you. Yeah, because as a service, like on my end, as on the user and like, you know, consuming the show, it's like I used to decades ago, you know, even before the internet was really useful in this regard. When I would go to a new city, I would always look up in the yellow pages, comic book shops, toy stores, record shops, and guitar stores, those 4 things. And I didn't know what I was going to get into. Sometimes it was a jackpot and the fines were incredible, and sometimes it was a disgrace, you know, and it was like, I wish they would, you know. So what you do is kind of like create, and I'm not saying that you don't, you know, you're responsible for this little bit of it, okay? So what you're doing is you're amplifying the signal, you know, for these destinations. And yes, like you say, if you are a business owner doing all the things that you're doing, that's a hard thing to tap into. Like, I'm going to do all that stuff and become a great social media presence and broadcast what I'm doing to everyone. It's not going to be the same. And, you know, your company has credibility in this industry now. And so if you guys put a store on the show, I'm like, I got to go check that out when I'm out there. You know what I mean? So to me, that is an exciting thing. And it makes me think of toy stores in general as this like changing thing. In other words, I feel like record stores were the first thing to change, right? Like you would all go to a store, buy an album, CDs, cassettes, whatever it was, and it was a thing we did. Streaming music came, and now if there's a record store in your city, it's kind of more of like a curated thing or like a novelty experience or a collector's thing, a more premium, you know what I'm saying? It's more specialized. And I wonder if you think that toy stores are going that way, or do you think that there is still like, I know there's rumors of Toys R Us popping back up, etc. But do you think the experience is going to become more of a tailored, like curated thing like that?
So we're already seeing it where it's interesting. There's a lot of trends this year that because we're now plugged in directly with about, well over 100 stores in North America, we're starting to see patterns. So one pattern is a lot of vintage stores that are 2 and 3 decades old and have never sold modern are starting to sell modern.
I love it.
Also, a lot of stores are getting into apparel. So like we bought, I don't know if you noticed or not, but we bought the copyrights to RoboForce, Power Lords, Garloo, Big Lou, a couple other things.
Love that, Garloo.
One of the main things that we're getting demand for is apparel. Yeah. So we've been making RoboForce and Power Lord shirts now for 3 or 4 months. And I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say they're flying off the shelves, but they're doing pretty good.
I mean, because when you think about it, like if everything is access, like everything's accessible, if I don't need to ever go to a store again, why do I sometimes just want to go to Barnes and Noble to walk around? You know, like there's an experience there that's like, it's a novelty again, but there's also the experience about sharing with other people, you know, getting a live interaction. I feel like if the pandemic taught us how connected we are online now, it also taught us how much we want to be connected in person. And, you know, online hubs, Facebook groups, Reddit groups, all that kind of stuff. Those are communities that people gravitate to, but there's another type of community that builds around like a beacon, you know, and I feel like that Nacelle's, you know, through the toys that made us, movies that made us, you know, this man, by the way, dude, Rack Toys, so good.
Yeah, baby.
I had Brian on the other day on the show, and we were going through it, and Brian Haler, the author,
sure.
You know, I'm sure you know, right? And just making me think about this book. To me, is one of those things. It's like it builds the credibility and the viability of, you know, the vintage stuff, connecting it with modern collectors. Like, dude, I love modern contemporary Godzilla figures. X Plus is one of my favorites, right? This the Japanese brand. But I got an original King Kong from the Rack Toys collection, from my personal collection. And
Nice.
seeing it when I was a kid, I bought this at a Eckerd drugstore. And seeing it in the book makes me connect, the two collections. And now I brought them back out. I feature them on the shelf. It's really cool, man, to think about what you guys are doing as a beacon. And so now, yes, apparel, because people are going to trust you. Not only that, you guys just partnered up with Super 7, right?
That's right.
On producing, you announced the production of Silverhawks. What's going on with that? Because I feel like that fits right into what you're talking about. And what I'm trying to say, my thesis here is that you guys are becoming a hub of credibility, and people are turning to you like, what's cool? What should I have been paying attention to? Where is the heat right now? Or where's the excitement right now? It's like a show and tell on a professional level.
Yeah, so with Silverhawks, we basically came up with a new take on the creative, which of course is inspired by the old creative with some newer twists.
Yeah.
We've packaged it up. I can't say who, but we got 2 pretty big names attached.
Good.
And we start pitching in about a month.
Amazing. And so you're talking about a show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking, maybe you're also that's the side that you're partnering with Super 7 on. They have the license. Is that what it is?
Brian bought the copyright. Brian owns Silverhawks.
Which is, yeah, they're doing the figures. And so, so that's exciting, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And I feel like that's the way, it's almost like a reverse engineered idea, it's like, and you're talking about this stuff from a collector standpoint, from a fan standpoint, from an archivist standpoint, and now you're like going back in to revive and produce and revitalize some of these brands. Super exciting, man. It's really rad. Where's the thinking behind that? Like, is that something that organically developed, or is that something that you've been wanting to do for a while to get into, like, scripted stuff like that?
I mean, we've long done scripted,
Yeah.
so it's just not as well known as a lot of our documentaries and our stand-up special business. Oh, my 3-year-old is crashing the party.
All good.
True me, what are you doing?
Right here. Here, Daddy.
Well, give it to me, buddy. I can't get up. Bobo, come here, son.
Here, Daddy.
That's for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Daddy.
I love you.
Love you.
Sorry about that.
No, man. You work from home?
Before COVID, no. During COVID, now it's about half and half. I actually just got home. I was in the office until about 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a brave new world, to put it
Different
mildly.
dynamic. Are you looking to get back into an office setting?
Well, I mean, we just yesterday switched back to a 2 days a week.
Okay.
Next month we're going to 3 days a week, and January we'll be back to 5 days a week.
Cool. Yeah. And are you looking forward to that?
Very much.
Yeah. I like the idea of working with other people. I work from home too, but I love the idea of being in a studio and an office. I just feel like it's a different dynamic for sure.
Night and day. Yes.
So you're saying scripted stuff, you've done it before, but now like
Oh, yeah.
now with something like
So-
Silverhawks, like it's like a brand, it's like a development. And then what's the idea? Is like, are you targeting original fans, or are you kind of like doing what Masters of the Universe is doing? Yeah. Okay.
Both.
So it'll be like
Well,
a
we're not going to
reboot.
do what Masters of the Universe did, even though I loved it. I mean, I thought
loved
it was
it.
absolutely fantastic.
I thought, let me
but-
tell you something. Let me tell you something right there. I don't understand any of the hate on that. I thought that was the most respectful thing to do for fans of the original stuff, to keep it going and build the world out. I don't understand.
I thought it was absolutely wonderful.
Me too.
That's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't
Okay.
want to get into.
Give
my
us a hot take.
Was that?
I said, give us a hot take. Who are
But,
you? Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's going to be for fans, but it's also going to be for new fans. And here's the thing that nobody likes to talk about, but I'll say it.
Go ahead.
There's not enough original fans. There's just not. And you know what? There's not for He-Man either.
Dude.
So, like that, like there's probably 20 to 50,000 Silverhawks fans. That's not enough to justify the millions of dollars it takes to make a new TV show. So you have to expand it. So the model that I look to with everything we do now is Guardians of the Galaxy. So
Okay.
that tone, it's for adults and children.
Yeah.
It's very smart. It's very funny, but there's also a lot of pathos. It's good for men. It's good for women. Like, that's
quadrant.
our model.
Throw that word around, 4-quadrant.
4-quadrant, baby.
There you go. But that's the idea. It's like I tell people all the time, what are you, an Egyptian king that you want to be buried with all your stuff? Like, if this stuff is gonna live on as a property and invite new fans, like where are all the Ninja Turtle fans that upset at the new iterations of it? It's like my friends have kids who love the Turtles as much as I did when I was their age, and it's a totally different thing, but it still lives on. It's spiritually connected, and I just love the idea that with something like that, you're opening it up all over again. And if you are a fan of the property, which I assume you guys both are, that's what you're supposed to do, is like carry the torch, be a steward almost.
I'll give you a great microcosm of what we're trying to do. So we're doing the same thing we're doing with Silverhawks.
Okay.
We're doing with RoboForce.
Go ahead.
And I don't know if you remember this or not, but RoboForce didn't have legs. They had these really stupid suction cups.
Okay. Yes.
But I always thought they were kind of stupid but cool, like stupid but cute.
Yeah.
So what we did with our RoboForce is all of the characters have legs, because it's kind of hard to walk and fight without legs.
Yeah.
So they all got legs, but the legs, each leg has a suction cup at the bottom, and the legs can combine to become one suction cup like the original. So we're showing respect to the original, but we're also taking it in a new direction, because again, how are you going to do kick-ass fight scenes with no fucking legs?
Well, I was gonna say, is the RoboForce fandom like supporting you on this, or are they grabbing their pitchforks and torches, and what's going on with it?
The good news and the bad news, I think the RoboForce fan club is less than 5,000 people.
Okay, so not too many to convince, is what you're saying.
But of that group,
go ahead.
99. We've only released one. We put out a little video for one character so far. The next one comes out next week.
Okay.
But it was 100% positive. People loved it. And we bought the copyright from this guy named Kent. Kent is the biggest RoboForce fan you'll ever see.
How do you find out who has the copyright?
We have this guy we work with named Michael Goodman.
Okay.
And Michael Goodman can find anything.
Okay. It's like that.
Yeah. But this guy Kent, who is like Mr. RoboForce, he loved what we did. So if he's okay with it, that means everybody is.
That's good. Okay. I feel like that's good. He's an ambassador, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now look, one of the reasons I wanted to talk to you is because you guys have just launched this brand new show, The Center Seat. And man, let me tell you something. I always liked Star Trek. Fine. I always liked it. I used to watch it as a kid. The original series reruns, TNG was on, reruns when I was a kid. But when I saw the Toys That Made Us episode of Star Trek, I'm like, man, I just love the aesthetics of this so much. And I dove deep back into it, and like really discovered how much I love it and how much it reminds me, at least tonally, and not tonally, aesthetically maybe, of the original Ultraman series. There's a lot of like cool design elements that they share, and then of course my wife Gabby is a huge Star Trek TNG fan, so we bonded with that. But this show I watched the first episode. It is so good, and it just makes me think that you have a secret sauce for these docs, man. Like I'm watching it, and it's like the pacing, the music, the graphics, the cuts. It flies by. I remember like avoiding the Hello Kitty episode of Toys That Made Us, because I was like, I don't care about Hello. To be honest with you, I got better things to do. And then when I finally sat down, I was riveted, and it's just so fun. And it makes me think that you could do a documentary on anything, man. And it would just be fantastic. Do you guys recognize your own style and secret sauce there? Is it like something that you have a template for? Like, what's going on there?
Well, I mean, we never like to rest on our laurels, but I mean, if we have a secret sauce, I mean, it's the people that I work with. So, I work with this staggeringly brilliant team, and I'm very blessed because for a production company to have enough work for people to go job to job to job for 5-6 years is very unusual.
Yeah.
So I work with this great group of people, Ben Frost, Robin Henry, Ian Romaine, Teresa Prindle, a lot of people over and over again. And we just kind of know each other. And I try to bring comedy and pathos to everything we do and hope it works.
Man, it got. I mean, look, it's such a storied franchise. The first thing I thought of when they told me that this was the show that was coming out, I'm like, how did you find anything else to talk about with Star Trek? Like, haven't we covered it all in the years and the decades? But it's still no. And I answer my own question, but in a different way. I'm like, here's the thing. It's like you guys are doing premium level archiving, in my opinion. Like, if there's a Earth library that we leave behind when the aliens come and decimate us, these kind of things should be in there because they're compelling, but they're thorough. And like you said, you find the stuff that really, man, I got frustrated for Gene Roddenberry, then I got frustrated at Gene Roddenberry, and then I'm like, it's such a great packaging. It's on the History Channel, which I should tell folks, if you guys want to check it out, strongly recommend it. I mean, you probably have already gobbled up all the toys that made us, movies that made us, behind the attraction. It's so good. But man, like, I just could not believe that at the end of the episode. I'm like, no, I need to see the next episode. It's so good, man. And I have to tell you, like, I'm watching it since I know you're like a hardcore fan. I had a real issue with the Vulcan pinch moment. And for people who haven't seen it yet, there's a moment where the show's describing the origins of the Vulcan nerve pinch. And, not to spoil it, but essentially, it was Leonard Nimoy's idea and contribution. And, we all know it now. And I think, like, that the fact that Gene Roddenberry is like, that's great, don't ever do that again. In other words, don't ever contribute again like that. How did you react to that? I got so infuriated with that. I'm like, what do you mean? What if he's a gold mine now?
I've read probably every book that's ever been written about the making of Star Trek.
Right.
And the books have a much, much more realistic portrayal of Roddenberry than the documentaries about Star Trek. I don't know why.
Right.
But the Gene Roddenberry in the books is a very conflicted, complicated man that did as many bad things as he did good things.
Okay.
My impression of him is he had two superpowers, and these were real superpowers.
Yeah.
One is he got the show going. Not easy. Two, one of the greatest casting eyes in history.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he put these two casts, every other Star Trek series, even the ones that work, like Deep Space Nine, there's still some clunkers in those casts.
Okay.
I think the casting on Voyager and Enterprise, some of those baffling.
You want to name names? You want to go ahead and get something off your chest?
Believe it or not, no.
Okay.
Nice try, though. Nice try.
Oh, hey, listen, I just save space.
Now you're doing your job.
Okay.
But Gene nailed two casts in a row.
Right.
And he also got, Next Generation off the ground too.
100%.
But in both cases, with the original series and Deep Space, and what do you call it? Next Generation, and the movies.
Right.
So Roddenberry's 3 at-bats, the original series, the movies, and Next Generation, 3 for 3. He got it going. He did great casts, and then he basically got fired. Right. 3 for 3. He was barely involved with season 3. That was more his choice than getting fired. The movies, absolutely was fired. Yeah. They don't call it fired. They call it promoted.
Right.
And then Next Generation, same thing. And they'll say he got sick. And yes, he got sick. Don't get me wrong. But he was also kind of nudged out of the way again. So go ahead.
I was going to say, do you relate to that as, someone behind the scenes? I love listening to the struggles of people who have become very successful. It's very obviously motivating, but it's like, it kind of reminds me to, if I internalize some of that stuff, and it reminds me when I'm facing a little bit of pushback or a little bit of adversity, when I think I have a really good idea or I have faith that something's going to work and maybe someone doesn't see it that way, to try to persist a little through it. Because imagine if he just said, screw it, every time he got pushback, it was like, it's a whole, man, it's like a whole, no pun intended, like generations of people who would not have this, passion that they have now. It's crazy. Do you think about those things when you're working on stuff?
Very much, yeah. Absolutely all the time.
Yeah, it's my favorite type of story, and I love hearing it so much, and I just love that you guys put that out there, because you think about it, you think it's like a fantasy story where everything worked out, it's great, everybody's happy, but when you hear that, sometimes it's like that Van Gogh thing where he died before his first painting sold, so the idea, those things are really, really inspiring to me. I don't know, man. I feel like that's the juice of these shows. We just finished watching the movies that made us, and thinking about all the crap these people go through. I think that's my favorite thing about the shows that you guys put together, dude. So I appreciate that you focus on that stuff, the pathos you're calling it.
I am in a very weird way. I'm a very optimistic person.
Right.
But I have always been what I like to call a student of failure. I
We
find
talked about that.
failure,
Yeah, exactly.
extremely interesting.
Yes.
So you're absolutely right. That permeates all of our shows.
Yes. It's crazy, dude. Yeah, I love that. That's a theme, and I wonder if other people pick up on it, but it's something that I click on to immediately do. When you're putting together an idea for a new show, what is it that you think you have to find in a pitch, if you're pitching to the rest of the company or if someone's pitching to you? What makes like something like, wow, like I got to do this. We got to do this.
It just has to be something I'm excited about. It's really, we're doing documentaries right now, one-offs that we're self-financing on Beanie Babies,
Okay.
Magic the Gathering, Margaret Lesh. I don't know. She was the woman who greenlit Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like all that stuff. So I just have to find it exciting, and then if we can afford to do it, we'll do it.
And yeah, and so that are you the barometer for yourself then? Like, if you feel like this is exciting, that's enough right there.
Yeah.
Do you have to run it by people, or do you like you're the last word?
Yeah, I own the company.
Yeah, nice. That's cool. Pretty good.
It's nice. Yeah, I didn't always own it, so I do appreciate the perks of not having to deal with committees.
Amazing, dude. Well, you earned it, man. Like, the shows are really, to me, part of the fandom lexicon. It's like the first thing I tell people. I have a little toy collection here, and people come and check it out. I go, hey, go watch Toys That Made Us. It'll give you a little sense of what's going on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, it's just that thing. It's a touchstone now, and and the fact that they're on Netflix and Prime, and it's like it's easy for people to tune into. It's really great, dude. I hope you make these forever, and there's so many properties that I hope you get to, because there's so much that I need to learn. So
You're very kind, man. Thank you.
I'm gonna make a little list. It's a little list. It's a selfish list. I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna send it over. You don't have to credit me or that all. I just want to see it. So I'm just gonna shoot it over to you. You go. Okay, we'll do that. Amazing.
Cool.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Next time I have you on, I want to get your opinion on NFTs, because I feel like it's something that you might have an opinion on, but not right now. We'll save that.
We'll save that one.
Another time. Thank
Thank
you so much,
Peter.
man.
This was fun, as always.
Amazing. So, guys, if you are watching this, make sure you go and watch The Center Seat. It's so freaking good. If you've loved the toys that made us, the movies that made us, toy store near you, you know the juice I'm talking about. It's there. It's great. Check it out. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Peter. Have a good one.
Oh, cool. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. There's so much good little tidbits of information. Whenever I talk to that guy, I feel like I'm trying to get something out of him every time. You notice I was asking him at the end, like, what makes a good pitch for a show? So when I pitch him something, I do the same thing he said I need to do.
Poor man.
But no, we have to get a show. I've already had this idea in my head of a show where it's like I get to go visit different awesome artists that I love in their studios, see what they're working on, talk a little bit about how they work differently than other artists.
Yeah, why not?
And then do like a David Chang type show where he
Oh.
goes and he eats and drinks and all that.
Oh yeah.
My only concern is that not every artist is interesting, but if I go
You
like
can make them interesting.
get them liquored up,
Calm down.
go through their files, like, what's this?
What is this?
What is this? Explain this shit.
Why? Why does it have to be so aggressive?
I don't know. It's like,
Why can't
I'm
it be?
picturing-
David Chang's show. Is,
I know he's so jolly.
He's so fun and like chill.
I know. No,
And
fuck
now-
that. I'm
and
going to Tom
Peter's-
Whalen's
Peter's
studio.
he's showing up with a knife.
I'm smacking his pencil off the table. Not even because he doesn't even use pencils. I'm unplugging his mouse.
And the thing is, he knows you,
I
so
know.
he's just gonna be standing there like,
He's
"Why are you
like,
being so mean to me?" Or this is why did I invite Peter into my house?
Exactly. Okay, check this out.
Incredible. Look at that orange.
Yeah.
It looks so good under these purple lights.
Yeah. You know, I did a couple. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with everybody. I've done like 20 one-of-ones of this particular Takoro that are different, and they're going to that show in San Francisco on December 11th, I think I said, at Spoke Art. And doing those made me think, we should do some one-of-ones for the OG print crew here. And I did them in a little different way this time. I kind of like planned out the ink in the background so his head would stay white for the most part.
Oh, that's
Not all of
clever.
them are like that, but like I kind of like that for this round.
I do like that.
So, this round will be a little bit even different from the other one. I was looking at the other ones, and there's so many crazy cool colors, like stripes up the middle, it's like super dynamic. This one I'm trying to like change it up even from those last one-of-ones. So,
They look cool.
yeah,
It looks-
they'll
it
look
looks
cool.
good, yeah.
And
By the way, Ryan in the chat says that our show should also solve mysteries.
exactly, like what?
It needs to be dynamic.
Yeah, I go to everybody's studio and I see what they are working on. They haven't revealed yet, and I go, "Found it!"
No. It's the most annoying thing that you could possibly do.
it.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
Spoiler. And yeah, so
So obnoxious.
oh my god, I feel.
I was thinking like murder mysteries.
No.
Like you go up to them and you're like,
Dun, dun, dun.
right, like a crime they'd never committed or
They
even
think- yeah.
peripherally around.
Yeah.
Suddenly
I'm feeling like
unsolved mysteries.
we're gonna be so annoying at Decon this year.
because
I'm gonna
you
go to-
guys, we haven't been able to get this out of our system
I
for
know.
the, what now 2 years.
Who's the of all the artists that I can think of? I'm trying to think of who would be the most fun to bother. Like Brian Ewing's likes it when I bother him,
Brian
so that's not
Ewing
fun.
is
He likes it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's like fun. But I'm thinking I haven't met Jason Edmiston in person yet, and he seems
Oh.
super nice, but also super serious online. I might
Oh.
have to go bother him a little
You
bit.
might have to.
So
Who
let him-
else
let him
is-
know I'm coming
Who else
for
is
him.
good for bothering?
Like, everybody, like a lot of people get it.
The only people I can bother right now are my students. They're
Yeah.
already sick of me.
No. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna drop the one-of-one link coming up. They're all gonna be. I haven't printed them yet, you guys. So just so you know. And I was gonna print a second one live right now.
So you're buying a promise.
Well, that's what I did last
I'm
time.
joking. I'm joking.
I'm gonna print these when I get back from Decon. But here's one of them for sure, so you kind of get an idea of what we're talking about. And I was gonna print another one right now live, but I want to do the surprise, and I can only really have time for one of them. So, you guys know I will print these as soon as I get back, and we'll knock them out. We just finished printing. Just so you guys know, printing updates. We just finished printing the fish prints. When I get back, Andrea's going to help me out printing the Samurai Yokai prints and the Happy Halloween prints. So those are going to get printed next week when I get back. And the reason I'm not printing those is because I got a crazy last second thing I have to get done before the year ends that I can't talk about yet. But it's crazy. Okay.
By the way, John Ballou says the show should be hot takes and mysteries with Attack Peter. I love that.
And then I saw Spoilers, the show with Attack Peter.
Also spoilers. The show.
Yeah. And yeah, thanks again, Angeline, Wasted Angel, for the tattoo. That's
Oh,
fucking
that's
amazing,
right, dude.
dude.
So
Cool.
Crazy.
Whenever you guys post, if you ever see a tattoo out there of my work, or if you get one yourself and you post it, use the hashtag #AttackPeterTattoo. I started that hashtag a couple of years ago, and if you type it in and click in it, you'll see a bunch of people who've gotten tattoos of the stuff. So I'll be posting it up later on to get some extra hype on it. But yeah,
Ooh, Colt
okay.
says it should be a travel show, and it's called
Yeah.
Peter Attacks, and then we just add each city after it. So it's like Peter Attacks Tokyo. Peter
I'm gonna be
Attacks
on the Homeland Security list fast.
immediately.
With this beard. All right, you guys, get ready, Paul Shin.
It's ready. I'm gonna drop the link.
Drop the link.
All right. Good luck,
Drop it.
everybody.
Drop it.
There it goes.
Okay, there's only 10, you guys. So hopefully, if you
Just
want
pinned
one,
it.
you get one. We don't do these very often. I just looked it up. It was like April or May when we did it last, so it's been a while.
Since
And
we did a 101 of Takoro, you mean?
yeah, it's been a while.
Oh.
So and I just, like I said, I did this block is starting to show its age. So I've had to do extra TLC on these prints.
Yeah, you've taken a
They're-
lot.
They
of
might be on the way out. I'm not guaranteeing that, but they might be on the way out.
Yeah.
So grab them if you want them, you guys. A lot of people
What's
want.
gonna happen to that block once you retire it? That because it's such an important.
I know, now it's an
block.
important
Like
block.
it's not like just one that we're gonna throw in the trash once it turns into.
No, it'll
dust.
have to. Eventually, we'll do a block show. Is what I'm hoping.
Oh, that would be cool. You know, I missed this playlist. Like it's playing now in the background.
I know
I'm
it's a good
hearing
one because
some
we were
of them, and
doing
I'm like,
spooky stuff for a while.
Yeah, but now it's back to the original, like super lo-fi stuff.
Raph got one.
Hey, Raph. Of
Thank
course,
you.
of course, Raph got one. That's like a given at this point.
Let me know, you guys. Let me know if you're able to get one. Make sure.
Thank you, Raph.
And then when you're done, I'll wait for everybody to like finish that up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will do our little secret surprise.
Hey, Todd got one finally.
Hey.
Dude, Todd has the coolest pictures on his Instagram. Have you seen?
Because he does.
He does like nature photography.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
rad. I've never met anybody who actually does that. I thought they just existed in National Geographic. They didn't actually exist. It was just the company National Geographic.
So yeah.
Yes, the stickers.
Remember, if you see me at Decon, remember, guys, here's a very important fact. I do not know what many of you look like.
That is a given.
Okay.
You guys know what we look
Yes. You know what Gabby and I look
like.
like.
Today you
If
don't know what I look
Right.
like.
If you see us there, please come up to us. Don't be shy. We've made an effort for the last 18 months plus to prove that we're super normal, cool, and approachable. So you don't have to worry. We're not going to like yell at you or be some weirdo hippie like Skinner out there.
No, we're super nice.
Yeah, we're nice. We're
Hey,
normal.
Colt got one. Yay, Colt. Thank you.
Hey. Okay, so please,
Yeah,
please.
we're not. I promise we are not going to be shocked if you come up and
No.
tap us on the
We'll
shoulder.
be bummed if you don't.
That's 100% true. But we're used to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, come up to us, please.
Not that we're that popular. I'm
No.
just. That happens to me in the halls all the time.
Yeah.
I have kids running
But
up to me.
we just want to meet you all. We
Yeah.
feel like we've been hanging with you for like 2 years.
For real.
You know, we feel like we want to, hang out. And I'm trying to figure out if we can get. You guys are the best. The prices. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Dead
All gone.
Kiriyama, thank
Timmy.
you. Michael, thank you.
Michael.
Hey,
Dead Kiriyama,
wait.
thank you.
Angeline and John R. Price got
Yeah.
one. Thank you.
Because they're a couple.
Oh.
Yeah, the prices.
Are they coming to Decon? Are you guys
I don't
coming
know.
to Decon?
How many times do you guys use the Price is Right joke in that fucking family? I would do it all the time, dude. Holy shit. I'd be so obnoxious.
Yeah, you might be kind of obnoxious.
If you guys, okay, 2 things we have to talk about here, and one of them has to do, it has to do with both what I'm about to show you and Decon. So please, I haven't seen it yet anywhere officially in the Facebook group or in the Discord server, wherever, a list of who plans on going. And the reason is because I want to try to get everybody together. If you know anything about the convention center and how it works, our hotels, it's like a U. There's a hotel we're staying at on one side, a hotel on the other side. There's like a plaza in the middle, and
Oh
at
my
the
God, I totally
end
forgot about that,
is the
yeah.
convention center. So it's like a big, cool U. Both hotels have like a cool breakfast situation going on.
Wait, there's another hotel?
Across, yeah, there's the Hilton and the Marriott, I think. They face each other.
And
They're
they're
parallel.
they're facing
Yeah.
each other. Gotcha.
I don't even remember which ones. I think ours
Oh,
is
we
the
went to
Hilton.
that really nice the
lobby.
lounge.
That's
that
where we're
was,
staying.
Yeah, oh,
That's where we're
I
staying.
love that place.
Yeah. So the point is, like, whether it's I think the best idea is before the show, maybe grab breakfast.
Oh yeah, take your minute. We have our breakfast place that we or is that what we're gonna be planning?
not for
it?
this. Impossible to get everybody over there.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna want to get in, get their stuff early, exclusives, and all that kind of stuff.
Angeline says their future kiddos will be #half price.
Oh my god, that is so good.
I hate you guys. It's so good. We have the shitty
is
Santa
so-
Maria. What are we gonna do with that?
La Nina Pinta. Okay, so I assume people are gonna want to get in when the show floor opens early. Don't blame anybody for that. If you want to grab breakfast with us, I think Saturday morning or Sunday morning, we could probably figure it out. But let's all get together on one of the groups. On Discord, I think is the best for that.
I think
but
so too.
I'm gonna ask Raph or Timmy or whoever's going. I know Raph's going for sure to like organize that. It'd be awesome to get everybody together and then fucking swamp the Mondo booth for the entire weekend. I don't give a shit. We're gonna be there fucking make it
Poor
impossible.
people at Mondo
Yeah, they don't know what's coming.
know what's
They don't get it.
happening.
You think there's a Florian Bertmer print crew out there? No.
Negative.
You think there's a James Groman print crew? No.
But we will have to. We'll have to create that hype for them.
That's what we do.
'Cause that is
We're
what we
like,
do.
yeah. We are.
Yes.
What are we like? We're like a party bus on New Year's Eve.
We're the
Wherever we
cheerleader
go.
squad
Exactly.
you didn't want.
Exactly.
And you didn't ask
This is
for.
Gabby brings up a great point. When you see any of our friends of the show, you know who they are: James Groman, Florian Bertmer, Brian Ewing. I can't remember who else is going to be there that is friends of the show. Go up to them, say what's up, tell them you saw them on our show.
Yes.
Okay. Hector Arce is going to be there from Mondo Toys. Mikey Bonanno, tell him that you're stoked on the Godzilla figure. Believe it or not, this is the shit that people don't do. They assume that the artists or the creators know that how they feel. They don't know that. Go tell everybody that you fucking love their shit and you're happy to see them. Artists are weirdos. They're not all like us where we talk and express ourselves well. Go talk to them. Say, I'm so stoked to see you. I'm so happy to be out in the show, or, thank you for doing the show. A lot of them, I'm telling you, a lot of them have been DMing me. Should I do the show? Should I not do the show? What should I do? Tell me how the show was. You understand? If you like the idea of this, go tell them thanks for doing it. Pick up something if you can. If not, tell the Mondo guys, dude, thank them for doing the Godzilla figure. Maybe we get another figure out of this.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Jared's in the chat. Jared
Hey.
only decided to add to the chat to let us know that he would watch us fighting people. He says, Kel V says, let's fight them.
Let's fight them.
And Jared pops up, I'll watch that.
No.
Thanks, Jared. Real great. Real great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, let's have Jared on the show.
Jared needs to
Yeah.
be the next guest.
There's a
But
reason
that-
I'm holding him.
it
I
will-
can't say why.
I know. But that show will just be
Nonsense.
just
Stories and
it
nonsense.
will be the most obnoxious show.
Okay. So I'm holding you guys long enough. I'm going to go to Art Cam and show you.
Art
Okay,
Cam,
now
Art Cam.
before I do this.
Fix your art cam before you do this because we're only
no.
just looking at Pansapalooza right now. Nobody knows
Before-
what that means except for me.
Before I do that, before I do this, just so you know, this is a block that I cannot sell prints of. You understand? I don't have the right to sell prints of this block, but I'm very fond of the design, how it came out, and I made it early pandemic, and I would like to make some prints of it, and only a handful because I don't have time to run a bunch of them, and they won't dry in time. You understand? So if you see me, I'm gonna try to do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3,
Oh, we have to listen to you
4.
count
Yep.
now.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
I'm doing 10.
Wow.
10 prints, okay? You guys, if 11 of you show up, I'm fucking sorry. Do not get upset.
You better find us.
Okay? I'm sorry.
Find us quick.
Do not get upset. This is not like a thing.
Are we gonna be there? Excuse me. Are we gonna be? I promise it's Friday night. Sorry,
Not official.
because we get.
I don't know.
We get in late on Friday.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
think we're gonna make
It's
it to the
Saturday and
show that
Sunday. I'm
night.
promising.
Is
I will not-
Friday a preview night?
I guess I don't know all that. We're just showing up.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is so. If you find me, okay, and if you're one of the first 10 people to find me, let me know. Ask me if I have the Toho license. Do you have the Toho license?
Does it have to be
Nah,
that?
I don't have to. It'd be funny
What
if
if
it
they
was.
just go?
I forgot what the keyword was.
Get out!
Are you gonna be like, you get nothing?
You get nothing. No. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let me
You
set
want
it
to
up.
go to art cam? You gotta set up art cam.
I'm gonna
first.
set it up. No, I don't want to do it just. I'm gonna set it up real quick to make dramatic reveal.
So what are the things that we're giving away?
I'm not talking about that.
No, to people who find us.
Nothing.
The print and the stickers,
Oh, the first 10 people will get the print.
and then the stickers.
And then almost everybody who sees me there can get stickers. I have
Okay,
plenty of them.
that's what I'm talking about. Oh,
There are-
Todd says Fridays for people that buy the VIP tickets.
Okay, don't worry about that. I'm not even sure if we're going to be there Friday. And if we are, we're not going to be in any situation to remember to bring these. I promise to hold these until Saturday.
Okay. You got to know the password.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying it.
And hell, if you see me before we walk in, like if we're having breakfast, it works.
Just
it
say-
counts.
Say things, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll, we will honor it.
Yeah.
Oh, Good question
What?
from the chat. Nara says 5 on Saturday, 5 on Sunday, or all on Saturday.
Nah, because what if I see all you guys? Like, what if only 11 people from this stream show up, and they're all there on Saturday?
That's
what am I gonna
true.
say? Sorry, you have to wait.
Sorry.
No, I
These are
can't
for
do
the
that.
Sunday people.
I can't. Unless there's people who, for example, who are here who are only going on Sunday. You know, that's different. That's
Yeah.
different. But
Yeah.
let me know if that's the case.
Oh my God, John Ballou says raid at the airport. Please God, no. We're gonna get
I
off
don't
that
think you can
flight
type
looking
that.
hacked like just the worst. It's a
Put-
6-hour
Put
flight.
a 1 in the chat if you're going, by the way.
Oh, for real. I keep
know
seeing in
Raph's
the chat
going.
like a couple people joking about it, but I'm not sure.
I know Samurai Jin's going from Instagram. He told me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's in here right now.
John R. Price says, also, how does one go about demanding Todd McFarlane make your Batman statue now that his company has the DC license?
I mean, in a super nice and polite way, I would DM them pictures of it, and I would also comment on the post in a super pleasant, supportive, nice way, right? But you know,
yeah.
that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would tag him on the post that I made, you know,
Okay.
in a polite, gentle way with hearts and you know, all that good stuff.
Okay, look. So Nara says, I'm only going on Sunday.
Okay, then we gotta hold one for you.
Yeah. Let's see. Chazalo. Chazalo, you're a new name. Considering it, I live in LA anyway. How far is LA from Anaheim? Is it very far? I feel like they're in the same county, aren't they? Yeah, you'd have to let us know, so we're not that well versed. The show is only $20? Holy moly.
For one day, you know.
All right, so far I see 3, let me see, 4, 5, 6 people so far that I see in the chat that are going. Mike says the FOMO is real. I wish dude, next time, you
I'm gonna get a
and
ticket right now.
you and Lisette. I mean, listen,
Last second tickets.
we'll throw you into our hotel room. You don't think
Yeah.
we will?
Yeah.
We will.
All right.
David
make sure I
Vasquez says, 30 minutes. Oh my God. If you're only 30 minutes away,
I'll
what are
be
you even
offended.
considering it for? Just
I'll
go.
be
It's
offended.
$20.
I'll be offended if you don't show up now. Okay, let's go to art cam.
Okay, art camp. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, don't make us too dizzy with that art cam.
Okay,
look
so
at your
this
gremlin
is-
in the background, by the way. Man, it looks great.
Hey, what's up, guys?
No, that's not the.
We'll talk
That's
about him right
Tony's
after. No,
voice.
that's him too. I haven't showed him on camera. We gotta talk about that right after this. Okay, after this. All right, here we go. Ready? Is this showing up?
Go, do it.
Check this out.
Oh, oh, oh.
Wah, wah,
good.
wah. I've never been able to make this available. I made it for fun during the pandemic when I was getting ready to do some prints to like get some ideas for how to render Godzilla. And obviously I don't really have the rights to sell these, so I'm going to make some for you guys. If you find me, I'm going to print them now during the stream right now. And if you find me, I will happily get one for over to you. So I'm going to print these right now because I have to dry.
Yeah, for real.
Overnight.
You may as well.
So we'll just hang here.
One of my students is in the chat says he wishes he could go. David, you have to go to school tomorrow, so.
Yeah, David, what are you thinking?
But look, you're gonna graduate this year. You can start making your own decisions.
That's right.
So next time you show up. Let's see what else is going on. Greg Lunzer says, "Come on, you're killing me. I can't be there." Well,
Next convention I'm in your area, I'll bring something else.
yeah, of course.
Let me tell you, I have a feeling if things go well, if things arrive on time like they're supposed to, this might not be the thing that makes the news.
John Ballou says, "Love the pilot light before the atomic breath." That is exactly what it looks like. So they're also saying in the chat, Todd says he looks very stately.
He is very
He does.
stately.
He looks very, very gentlemanly.
Regal.
Yeah, regal. Classzilla, says David Vasquez. I love it.
He's based on the 1962 King Kong vs. Godzilla suit that I never got a chance to make a poster for because the rights for that movie are very complicated.
Wait, he learned by watching you, Gabby. Learned what? You learned something from watching me or Godzilla? Please. So many things are happening in this chat. I've lost the thread. Oh, Jason Winter says, trying to book a flight now. For real? Do it, dude.
Do it.
Do it. Jump on the train, jump on the plane, do what you got to do to get here. That's only $20 to get into that show. That's insane.
Look it up online. Check the browser real
How
quick.
much was the price before?
I think $60 a day, if I'm not mistaken.
Tango.
Yeah. Not kidding.
Con. Let's see. Designer con. Peter, you're not supposed to talk about that thing, says Raph. I don't know what he's talking about. I've completely lost the thread of this conversation.
Right, exactly. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Stop talking about anything.
Yeah.
How about that?
It might not even happen, whatever it is.
Why is Decon making me sign up to so many things? I just want to know the prices.
No, it was on their Instagram.
Oh, really?
I for sure saw it there. They posted it.
Thank you.
I'm sure someone could confirm. But I'm pretty sure it was $20 a day.
How much are tickets? Here we go.
Yeah. Am I right?
Hold on. It said early bird ticket prices are as low as $20 for a one-day pass, $35 for a weekend, which is 2 days, or $85 for a VIP.
And that's if you want the VIP preview.
But that was the early pricing. I don't know what it is now. It's probably a
Maybe it's
little
more.
bit more expensive.
Oh, what if
but
it's
what is that, like 30 bucks,
yeah.
40 bucks? I would do it. I love that show.
If you
$25 total including fees. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. They're trying to get people back into it, you know? I was going to print these live at the show, a handful of them. But I was like, oh my God, imagine bringing the ink and then the brayer and then the clean brayer for the pressure and then the block and then making a mess. Like I said, let me just print them before we go.
Yeah. Yeah, VIP was a smart way to go, Raph. Because
Yeah.
that way, like, on Saturday, you don't have to
If
be
you're a
rushing
hardcore
around.
collector too, because like people are gonna have exclusive stuff on the night and
Yeah. I remember the first time we went to Decon, like, the first, in fact, Decon was our first out-of-state show.
yes, 2018.
And when we
changer.
went, it was like, we were told beforehand that we were going to do terribly at that show
Yeah.
because we weren't bringing the things that people were looking for because
Yeah,
it's
no
a vinyl
toys.
toy show.
It's not only that, but yeah, people were saying it
Yeah,
was.
but
People
like-
were telling us that.
Yeah, but like Friday and Saturday, I remember for the majority of the show, we were kind of eating shit. Like
Yeah.
everybody was lined up in these
Yeah.
massive lines to get these tiny, tiny, tiny little vinyl toys from these booths that were smaller than ours. And we couldn't believe we would see these lines and no one would stop by our booth. And then Saturday night to Sunday, it completely flipped when all of the exclusives were gone. And our booth got swamped.
It was crazy.
I know, it was insane. But I do remember that, loving that show.
That's where we met Sideshow for the first time,
Uh-huh.
Super 7
and
for the
Super
first
7.
time.
Yeah.
And our good friend Renee, who hooked us up with the booth at
yeah.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Everything changed from that one
Yep.
show.
And then the next time we went to that show was incredible.
Oh, it was crazy. It was our last show that we
Madness.
ever did, 2019.
That was the
Yeah.
last show we ever did.
That's where I met
Well, not
everybody
ever.
from Skybound,
That's
and
right.
the whole thing started there.
Oh my God. It feels like it's been 1,000 years, but it hasn't really. Let's see. Probably good or not printing live. The Toho folks could show up and whisper, "Do you have the Toho license for it?" We're not selling it though.
Yeah, just hooking it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the Daruma there. So I'm trying to like get a lot of that toy collecting community to check it out. It's like the biggest show stateside for like that kind of toy collecting.
Yeah.
And the Godzilla figure will be on display. I get to finally see it in person, which I'm freaking excited about. And then James Groman's gonna be hanging with us. Like James Groman and I
Florian.
have a little spot. Well, Florian's gonna be there doing a signing on Saturday. I think he just posted.
Oh, okay.
But James Groman and I have like a little spot at the Mondo booth for the entirety of the weekend.
That's awesome.
So like we're not gonna. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna be sitting there the whole time, but we will be there frequently.
Yeah. John Price wants to know any deets on the Spoke Art show.
December 11th is the day I'm pretty sure we confirmed, and I'm bringing 300 prints, dude. 300
That's so
prints.
crazy.
Yeah, I have them. I've been working on them since the last time you saw me streaming here, dude. It's been nuts, and all of them except for one are prints you guys have seen before. I'm just doing them in like a one-of-one variant for each one. So like Even the Beast Rider will be back, but with like a 101 ink layer variant. And there is going to be a debut brand new Takoro print
Okay.
that it'll debut there. Never before released, never seen anywhere. And the goal of this show, similarly to the con, is to see people in person, to go out and visit a new city we've never been to before. Kind of like an indie band touring, dude. But also to do an art gallery show, which for some reason there's not always a ton of crossover between gallery scene and con scene. So one of my goals for a long time has been to get back into galleries, to get the attention of some of the crowd that only goes and experiences art on that side of things.
Yeah.
Because if the goal is to keep climbing, so that eventually we have our own freaking
TV show.
Takoro Disney Plus show or fucking,
That would be awesome.
then we got to be everywhere. We got to be undeniable.
Mike, by the way, says the Daruma under the black light is mind blowing.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
I agree, dude. I had no idea.
We didn't know. We didn't know that.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
A very spooky surprise.
Spookily.
Yes. And Nara says, is Wonton going to be there? And that is the important question to ask. But let me tell you
I'm
something.
terrified of...
Depressingly,
Yeah.
no, he will not be
Yeah.
there.
We're really kind of fucked up about it.
They won't let him fly.
It's just funny because when we were there, what's his face was
Yeah,
there.
but that...
They live there.
I think they live there.
Chamako,
or something.
the most famous
Chamako,
Brussels.
yeah. But they don't, because he's like a short snout dog. He has no snout. They
Yeah.
they're not comfortable letting them fly anymore because they can have like respiratory issues.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't bring him.
sadly, he's grounded.
And he's been sick this week. He's better now.
I know. He
but
had
he
a
got a
little
dog
head
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. How dare he?
Yeah.
Right before we leave.
Yeah.
As if we weren't already stressed enough.
know.
So now we're going to be worried about him
might
having
be
the sniffles.
dead by the time it comes
You'll
out.
never know. I could be dead.
Might be already dead. Hey, thank you, John.
He's not dead, though.
Uh,
He's sitting here next to
I
me,
know.
just giving me that face of like, how dare you leave me? We have no choice.
yeah, it's crazy because we're going to go to Anaheim, come right back, then go back to San Francisco, and then maybe take a little break.
Yeah, this will be enough for us to be dead by the time
Yeah,
we
yeah,
get
we'll be dead.
back from San Francisco.
We had so many points saved up. You guys want to laugh at this, dude? We had so many credit card points from the pandemic. I have an airline miles credit card, like many people do, that on the way over, I was able to get Gabby and I first class seats.
I know, it's crazy. We've never flown
I've
first class
never
before.
even smelled first class
Yeah,
before.
like nothing. Yeah, they shoo us through first
Yeah.
class real
Yeah,
quick.
They put a bag
They're like,
over
nah,
our head.
no. Don't even
Yeah,
look at these people.
Don't look at them.
But then when we scored the first class tickets, we're like, excuse me?
Yeah,
Are we coming on up?
I know. But then the humbling experience will be the way back when we get back to regular seats.
Well, we got the extended leg room.
I couldn't get first class round trip. It was only on the way. We're gonna be so annoying, like Beverly Hillbillies.
I know.
They got reclining seats.
I know. I'm gonna be playing Animal Crossing the entire time because that new expansion was
Lit.
Jeff's kiss, bro.
Nara, I think one day we should have like a Miami or Orlando meetup or something like that.
I mean,
And we
look,
can
if
bring
West
Wonton.
Coast is willing to come
East
to
Coast,
us,
yeah.
then you'll get to meet
meet
him because
Wonton.
we'll bring him to Orlando.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Will it be? Who will we stay with?
Why would it be a problem? We'll get our own Airbnb.
And we leave him there by himself?
Never. He would come with us everywhere.
But where will we go? Like out at night to dinner or something? He's gonna come
So
to?
find an outdoor place.
That'd be tough. Maybe a Miami meetup would be cool.
Tony's gonna get really upset if you don't start making some accommodations for him.
Make some
You piece of shit. Hey, Lisette's here too. Yes. Oh, we
Hey.
are. I'm gonna send you, Lisette, so many pictures of me being unacceptably bougie on that fight.
Gabby's bringing a boa.
I'm definitely gonna bring an extremely large brimmed hat and a feather boa and like an obnoxious dress.
She has a bell.
I need to wear like one of those like debutante ball dresses so that like I'm knocking into people with my skirt as I walk down the hall, the aisles. I'm so ready for
Now
this,
watch
dude.
Gabby fall asleep for a second and misses the whole experience. Can you imagine?
I am capable of
Yeah.
something as awful as that.
That could
Jeremy Wolford says Portland, Oregon needs you, and I agree.
I would love to get to Portland.
Oh my God, Pocket Peter's puppy play date. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I'd be there.
Figure it out.
We'd figure it out. Poor guy. He's so tucked right now.
I know he's really.
He's got all four
over.
legs tucked together. That's it. That's his sign for I'm done.
All right, go back to art cam for the.
Got it.
So we can get this going. Here. Sweet.
Since it's careful with the first class champagne. Do you know that the minute that I sit down, I am demanding a glass of champagne?
Can you take the Takoro print party
Sure.
thing down? So I think if I'm there. Am I there? No.
Negative. Wait.
Shouldn't I be there? Oh, that's why.
That's why.
There we go.
There you go.
So yeah, wrapping these up. Almost got all 10 done.
Kel, I'm gonna do the exact opposite of that. I'm gonna be super polite because I don't want to get kicked off of American Airlines for the rest of my life.
Can you imagine Gabby shows up on a YouTube video?
Oh my god. Canceled
Woman-
forever.
Yeah.
No, I actually have some serious flight anxiety right now because it's been so long and I don't want to get, sick. I don't want to have a bad time. So I'm going to be very, very pleasant this flight. It might require that I have some champagne, but it's going to happen.
A mimosa.
Oh, you can see me in the background of your art cam. Hi. You can see my feet. A mimosa? Maybe not, because we have like a flight we have a brunch time flight, so maybe a mimosa. Are you doing another reveal?
No, I'm
Ew.
just doing the prints.
Oh, okay.
Been doing them this whole time.
How many do you have done?
This will be number 8, I think.
He works quickly, guys.
These are easy enough, thank God.
You know what we need? Do we ever make any masks, like face masks with your stuff on it?
They were designed and we never released them.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
They were all like the gators though. They weren't like the.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Okay, let me count.
Kel just says, yo, World Star, and it's totally cool. Yeah, as long as they know it's for World Star, they'll have no problem with me acting a fool on that flight. I would never do that, by the way. Very polite. I'm extremely polite in person. I just like talking shit.
Okay,
Okay, go for it.
they are done.
Nice. Look at that. Wait, let me switch the cam because right now that's way too small. There you go.
They are done. I'm gonna sign them all, stamp them all, and number them. I'll number them 1 of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, you weren't gonna number them?
Because what if I want to do them for other people in the future?
If you get that sweet Toho license?
No. Or maybe like another color I'll do in the future.
Maybe you just do another
Yeah.
colorway.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do these like out of
Or
10.
why don't you put like 1/10 and then put decon underneath, like with an exclamation point?
Maybe, I don't know. But how many, did we get more than 10 people saying something?
I didn't see more than 10.
No.
Oh, just 10, dude. Don't overwork yourself.
Yeah.
We still got a pack.
I know. Okay. You guys,
He's
okay,
too nice
last
to you
thing.
guys. Oh boy. I'm gonna end this stream right now before he can do this stupid shit. Here we go. Tony's not impressed, by the way.
It's awesome, like right here, like too small to be on the screen.
Like just right off the. There you go. Stupid ass.
Everybody,
He tried to hide that from me, by the way. No, he tried to hide it from me, and then he tried to scare me with it, even though I had already seen it, and he knew I had seen it. He's the worst.
Florian Bertmer, caca.
No, you can't.
James Groman, caca. Brian Ewing, caca.
I cannot stand
Yeah,
him.
we really shouldn't say that.
Wow.
Gremlin puppet.
Awful.
Gremlin puppet, you're out of control. You're out of line.
Oh, God. Somebody stop him. I'm ending the stream right now.
Look at the ears. Caca.
I need to make him some clothes.
Oh, for Christmas, we're going to have Christmas garb.
He definitely needs Christmas garb.
This thing is awesome, you guys. Life size, bro. The childhood dream realized.
And he is a puppet. We did not try to like modify him for puppetry. He came that way.
No, he comes with
Show
a
them,
soft-
show them,
Yeah, on the
show
back,
them.
you can put his.
You put your hand through his back, and then yeah.
It's very snug, but it's awesome. It's
Oh,
awesome.
boy. All right.
Okay, yeah. So I just saw Raph, but we made a channel in the Discord to organize our gathering. Guys, if you're gonna go, get with Raph on that, okay? I'm going to be doing a million things and traveling and panicking and anxiety and hoping things work out the way they're supposed to. So I'll check that stuff, but I might forget to check it. So I'll just get with Raph because I know he's going and he can organize it, okay? And then Raph, you DM me or something, and if I don't see it early enough. But it's going to be fun no matter what happens. Either it's going to be the best freaking weekend ever or it's going to be a total shit show, and that'll be fun too. I don't see how it could be because we're not in charge of much.
No, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
We're going to be the most chill
Yeah.
because we don't have to run a booth.
Yeah.
Because the Attack Peter Gabby squad during booth times
It's
was
crazy.
It was a lot of anxiety. But now that we can just come,
Right.
come and go as we please, my God, we'll
Yeah.
be in such a good mood.
We're walking around. We got friends to visit. We haven't seen in a long time. Art
Yeah.
to see.
Lots of goodies to buy for our friends for Christmas because that's happening.
Check out Bags43 on Instagram, by the way, you guys. Bags43, caca. No. He's really good. And
my
his art,
God.
he and his artwork are going to be exhibiting side by side in San Francisco with us. So we're at the
cool.
Spoke Art Gallery, and like a door or two down is Hashimoto Contemporary Gallery, both owned by the same people. Great crew. In the fine art world, it's like a pretty rad fucking gallery company. So check his work's amazing. He works for Super 7. He actually paints a lot of the packaging art for like the reaction figures, like Army of Darkness and all that stuff. Check it out. And so he's a great dude. And so we'll be hanging with him in San Francisco too. That's a ways away. Let's focus on Decon. Decon, caca.
No, you can't just say decon caca. You can't just say caca. Oh. By the way, Lisette demands that you bring that to her birthday party next month.
Yeah.
So just prepare yourself.
Yeah. Party. That way I'll have something to do at the party. I
Oh
want to
my God! You don't know what you just invited.
God.
He's gonna come with a little speaker playing.
When's her party?
Her birthday's she's a December baby.
But which day?
Freaking.
Lisette, which day? We have to see if
I don't
we're
remember
available.
if she's closer to Christmas or if she's closer to my brother's.
I'm not sure if
birthday.
we're available. Tell her that right now.
She's listening
Lisette?
to you.
Lisette's birthday. Gaga. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta pack. We gotta shower.
Yeah, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. That's it. Wrap it up.
Nara, if you know Ken Harmon, go tell him thank you for having us. That's awesome. Yeah, he's been really great. Ken Harmon, kakatu.
my
All right, I'll see you guys later. I love you.
We
We'll
love you
be.
guys.
Can't wait to see you all in California. DCon 2021 is gonna be so freaking awesome.
Okay, bye.
Caca.